They have given carriage on sales and carriage on purchase. So we have carriage inwards as well as carriage outward. So carriage on purchase is what? Carriage inward. After P&L appropriation account, you'll prepare the partner's capital account because the balancing figure of partner's capital account will be carried to your balance sheet. Trading account and profit and loss account is one account where half will be your trading account and the continuation will be your profit and loss account. Hello everyone, I am Harshita, lecturer, Department of Commerce, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. My dear students, today I am going to discuss your third session of the Unit 1 and the unit name is Final Accounts of Partnership Firm, and this is for second sem B.B.A students of Mysuru University under the subject Financial Accounting and Reporting. So already we have discussed two sessions where we have learnt about the introductory part of this particular unit as well as we had solved one of the important 15 marks question paper problem what they have asked in your previous question paper. In today's session also, I am going to discuss a 15 marks problem and this is also one of the question paper problem what they have asked for 15 marks. So, when you see your question paper under part C, first question itself, you will get a question from Final Accounts of Partnership Firm. Very easy as well as very important question for 15 marks where you will find it easy only because you have already learnt in your PUC. That is in your first PUC as well as second PUC. Now, if you see this question, so already we know what are the accounts we have to prepare here because in your previous session also I have discussed one of the problem relating to this only where we have to prepare that is final accounts of partnership firm and the accounts to be prepared are trading account, profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. So this is what you have to prepare for 15 marks and this is one of the question paper problem which comes for 15 marks under part C. Now let us quickly solve the problem. So let us see what the question is all about, what they have given. So normally they'll give you the trial balance as well as few adjustments where we have to prepare necessary accounts. Now go through the question here. Harish and Girish are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio 3:2. So their profit sharing ratio is 3:2. The trial balance as on 31st/3/2020 was as under. So they have given us the trial balance. Suppose if you have gone through the previous session, now you can easily identify where these accounts in the trial balance has to be recorded in your solution. As and when we are going through each and every account, we shall identify where we have to record in your solution. Now coming to your drawings. So where do you record this drawings? So drawings has to be recorded under partners capital account. Okay, so we have to record under partners capital account. Sundry debtors, since it is a capital item, we have to record in the balance sheet. Plant and machinery, it is also a capital item, so in the balance sheet. Furniture, it is a capital item, balance sheet. Stock on 1/4/2019. So this is the opening stock. So where do we record this opening stock? Under trading account. So we will record under trading account. Cash and bank balance. So this is also in the balance sheet. So these are debit balances. Next, purchases. So we'll record under trading account. Wages, it is a direct expense. So trading account. Salaries, it is an indirect expense. So we have to record under profit and loss account. Insurance and tax, this is also a indirect expense. So profit and loss account. Discount allowed, they have given. So profit and loss account. Bad debts, so this is also under profit and loss account. Bills receivable, it is a capital item. So balance sheet. Carriage on sales. Now they have given carriage on sales and carriage on purchase. So we have carriage inwards as well as carriage outward. So carriage on purchase is what? Carriage inward. Carriage on sales is carriage outward. So carriage outward is an indirect expense. So under P&L account, profit and loss account. Carriage on purchase under trading account. Sales return they have given. So you have to deduct from sales under trading account. Okay. Now coming to your credit balances, so we have capital account. So where do we take this capital account? Under partners capital account. That is by balance brought down. Next, sundry creditors. So sundry creditors, where do we take? So it is a liability. So under balance sheet. Bills payable is a capital item, balance sheet. Purchase return. So you have to deduct from the purchases in your trading account. Sales. So sales also you will record under trading account. So this was your trial balance where we have identified where we have to record in your solution, and remember the accounts in your trial balance should be recorded only once in your solution. Now let us see the adjustments here. So you are required to prepare P&L account, P&L appropriation account for the year ended 31st/3/2020 and balance sheet as on that day after considering the following. So you might wonder, I have told you to maintain 5 accounts, correct? So 5 accounting adjustments or 5 accounting treatment you have to make, where you have to prepare your trading account, profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, partners capital account as well as balance sheet. But they have given few only here where P&L account will be prepared only after preparing your trading account. Next you will go for P&L appropriation account. Next they have directly told us to record the or maintain the balance sheet. But after P&L appropriation account, you will prepare the partners capital account because the balancing figure of partners capital account will be carried to your balance sheet. So in a sequence, we have to prepare all the accounting treatments here. Now let us see the adjustments. So first one is closing stock was valued at rupees 48,000. So where do we record closing stock? Under trading account as well as under balance sheet. Interest on capital they have given. So where do we record this interest on capital? So interest on capital has to be recorded in your P&L appropriation account. So P&L appropriation account, at the same time you will record under partners capital account. Next, Girish is allowed a salary. So this is also you will record under where? That is P&L appropriation account and partners capital account. Next, depreciate machinery. So we'll record under P&L account, that is profit and loss account, and in the balance sheet. Next, provide for bad debt. So this is also you have to record once under P&L account and once in the balance sheet. Transfer to general reserve. So this you will take under P&L appropriation account and you have to take in the balance sheet, that is in the liability side. So hope you are clear about the question. Now we shall directly go through the solution here. So first you have to prepare your trading account. So what is the heading? Trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st/3/2020. So you know trading account and profit and loss account is one account where half will be your trading account and the continuation will be your profit and loss account. And the format is you will have debit side as well as credit side. Under debit side expenses or losses amount, under credit side revenue or gain amount. So we shall start the solution. So you will start with 2 opening stock. Always you have to start your trading account with 2 opening stock. Now where do we get this opening stock in your trial balance? Let us see the trial balance here. So you have opening stock how much? 30,000. So opening stock 30,000. 2 purchasers because we have purchasers also and they have given purchase returns. So minus returns. So purchase returns is a credit balance whereas purchases is a debit balance. Now let us see how much purchases they have given. So purchases is 55,000 and purchase return is 1,000. So 55,000 minus 1,000. Right in the inner column 55,000 and 1,000 in the inner column. So outer column it is 54,000. 55,000 minus 1,000. Next you will write all the direct expenses. Let us see what are the direct expenses we have here. Yes, stock we have already taken. Next, purchases done. Wages we have 20,000. Let us see any adjustment on wages here. So no adjustments. So normally you will have outstanding. So when there is outstanding, you have to add outstanding. So what is an amount of wages? 20,000. So 2 wages, that is 20,000 directly in the outer column. Next, let us see whether any other direct expenses. Yeah, we have carriage on purchase. So carriage on purchase is how much? 400. So 2 carriage on purchase, that is 400. So carriage on sales is carriage outward. You will record under profit and loss account. Next, any other direct expenses? No. Now come to your credit side. What do we record under credit side? By sales, we have sales return also, so minus returns. So sales amount is a credit balance, whereas sales return is a debit balance. So sales amount, what is sales amount? They'll give in the credit side 1,19,500 minus sales return. 1,19,500 minus sales return 1,200. So what is amount? 1,19,500 minus 1,200. 1,19,500 minus 1,200. So let us see how much it is. 1,19,500 minus 1,200. So it will be 1,18,300. And the next one is by closing stock. By closing stock. So they'll give you the closing stock in the adjustments. So closing stock is how much? 48,000. 48,000. So only this much in your trading account. Now balance both the side. Balancing figure will be either gross profit or gross loss. Now if you see, count the credit side. So it is 1,18,300 plus 48,000. So it will be 1,66,300 minus 1,66,300 minus 30,000 minus 54,000 minus 20,000 minus 400. So it will be 61,900. So total both the side is 1,66,300. So what is this balancing figure? Your revenue is more than your expenses. So it is to gross profit carried down. And this will be the balancing figure. So you are done with your trading account. Now we shall continue with your profit and loss account. First bring down the gross profit. So by gross profit brought down. And the amount is 61,900. Now we will record all the indirect expenses and indirect income in your P&L account. In your trading account, it is all direct expenses, and in your P&L account, it is all indirect expenses and indirect income. Now we shall see which are the indirect expenses we have here. That is, yes, we have salaries, 12,000. It is an indirect expense. So any adjustment on salary. So here they have given partner salary. So this will come where? That is under P&L appropriation account as well as partner's capital account. So this will not come under profit and loss account, that is P&L account. So it should be just salary. So normally they will give you outstanding salary or salary prepaid. If there is outstanding, you have to add. If there is prepaid, you have to minus. So in this problem, it is only salary 12,000. We shall take it directly. So here you will record two salaries, that is 12,000. After that, next one is what? To insurance and tax, 5,850. Now let us see any adjustment on insurance and tax. So there is no adjustments, correct? So how much is insurance and tax? Insurance and tax is 5,850. To insurance and tax, 5,850. 5,850 because there is no other adjustments here. So we are done with this. Next, after that we have discount allowed 1,650. To discount allowed 1,650. And the next one is after discount allowed we have bad debts 250, but there is a provision. So they have told provide for bad debts at 5% on data. So you have to add in your profit and loss account. So how do you record? 2 bad debts 250. 2 bad debts in the inner column 250, and they have told we have to maintain what? So provide for bad debts, which means provision, that is 5% on debtors. Add provision. So how much is the value of debtors? So sundry debtors. Debtors is 45,000 into 5%. 45,000 into 5%. So 45,000 into 5%. So this will be 2,250 plus 250, it will be 2,500. Hope you're clear about it. Now coming to the next one, after bad debts, so we have carriage on sales 1,800. So to carriage on sales, that is 1,800. So we are done with the debit balances. Now come to the credit balance. So which are the items to be recorded under P&L account? That is, here we don't have anything that is under P&L account. Now we shall see the adjustments. At least once it has to be recorded in your trading or in your profit and loss account. So closing stock we have taken in your trading account. Interest on capital, so it doesn't come here. So it comes under P&L appropriation account as well as partners capital account. Salary also. Now depreciation we have to take, that is 5% and 8% on furniture. So how do you write? To depreciation, we have two assets to calculate the depreciation. So A, machinery, and B, furniture. Now what is the value of machinery and furniture? What is the value of machinery and furniture? So machinery value is, yes, plant and machinery 50,000 and furniture is 10,000. So 50,000 and furniture is 10,000. And what is the percentage? Percentage of depreciation is machinery 5%, furniture 8%. Machinery 5% and furniture 8%. So this will be, so 50,000 into 5%. So this is 2,500 and here 10,000 into 8%. So this is 800. So once again we shall check 10,000 into 8%, 800 plus 2,500. So this will be 3,300. So the total of depreciation is 3,300. Next, what they have given, depreciation is done. Provide for bad debts. Already we have taken, that is we have added in your debtors. Next, transfer to general reserve. So this will come under P&L appropriation account as well as balance sheet. So we are done with this. Now what you have to do? So we have to balance both the side. So balance both the side and let us see whether it is net profit or net loss. So if you see the credit side, it is 61,900. So 61,900 minus 12,000 minus 5,850, 61,900 minus 12,000 minus 5,850 minus 1,650 minus 2,500 minus 1,800 minus 3,300. So it will be 34,800. So total both the side is 61,900. So you got what? Your revenue is more than your expenses. So what it is? The balancing figure of profit and loss account will be net profit. So net profit carried down, and this will be the balancing figure which has to be transferred to where? Profit and loss appropriation account. Now we shall start with your profit and loss appropriation account. Your format is simple. Already you have learnt in your second PUC. So what you have to record in your credit side? So that is, one, you have to record your profit. Next is interest on drawings. Coming to your debit side, we have interest on capital, partners salary and partners commission. Suppose if they have given. So you have to record this. Now we shall start with, your format is particulars amount, debit and credit. Now we shall start with your profit. So by profit and loss account, in the bracket net profit, in the bracket net profit. So how much is net profit? 34,800. 34,800. Next, what they have given, we don't have interest on drawings. They have given us drawings, but they have not given us interest on drawings in your adjustment. So, we are done with the credit side. Now, come to the debit side. So, what we have to record? We have to record interest on capital. So, to interest on capital. Now, how much interest on capital they have asked us to record? So, interest on capital is allowed at 6% per annum. So, what is the capital? Who are the partners? Harish and Girish, correct? So, Harish and Girish. Let us see what is their capital first. So, capital 60,000 and 40,000 and interest on capital is 6%. So, 60,000 and 40,000 into 6%. 6%. So, 60,000 into 6%. So, this will be 3,600 and here 40,000 into 6. 40,000 into 6%, 2,400. So, total it will be 6,000. Interest on capital is done. Now, let us see any salary of the partners they have given. Yes, Girish is allowed a salary 600 per month. So, how do you record? To Girish salary. To Girish salary 600 into, it is per month, 600 into 12. So, 600 into 12, so it will be 7,200. Next, whether they have given the commission. If you see the adjustment, they have not given us the commission. But in the last adjustment, they have told we have to transfer to general reserve. So, out of net profit, you have to transfer 5,000 to general reserve. So, how do we record? To transfer to general reserve. So, how much? It is 5,000. So, we are done with this. Now, we have to balance both the side. Balancing figure will be transferred to a partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. Now, we shall balance both the side. So, in the credit side is 34,800. So, 34,800 minus 6,000 minus 7,200 minus 5,000. So, it will be 16,600. So, this profit has to be transferred to partner's capital account. So, to profit transferred to partner's capital account. Partner's capital account. Who are the partners? Harish and Girish. So, what was the profit? 16,600 into their profit sharing ratio. So, they have given their profit sharing ratio, that is 3:2. So, it will be 3/5 and 2/5. So, 3/5 and 2/5. So, 16,600 into 3 divided by 5. So, it will be 9,960 and 16,600 into 2 divided by 5. So, it will be 6,640. So, hope you are clear about P&L appropriation account. Now, we shall continue with your partner's capital account. So, this you have learnt in your second PUC how to prepare your partner's capital account. So, what is the format? You will have debit as well as credit side. Under debit side, it is particulars and two partners' name, that is Harish, Girish, and in the credit side also particulars Harish and Girish. Now, first what you have to transfer? You have to transfer the capital. So, how to record? By balance brought down. So, what is the capital of the partners? So, if you see the balance sheet here, so it is 60,000 and 40,000. So, 60,000 and 40,000. Next, you will transfer the profit of your profit and loss appropriation account. So, this is profit. So, we will record in the credit side by P&L appropriation account. By P&L appropriation account in the bracket profit. So how much each partner got the profit? 9,960 and 6,640. 9,960 and 6,640. Next, if you see here, we have Girish's salary, which is partner's salary. So how do you record? By P&L appropriation account. By P&L appropriation account, and this is what? Salary of the partner. So salary, Girish salary. So you have to record the amount in the Girish column, that is 7,200. 7,200. Next, we have transferred the interest to the partners, correct? That is Harish 3,600 and Girish 2,400. So how to record? By interest on capital. So how do we record? 3,600 and 2,400. 3,600 and 2,400. Next, we shall see whether we have drawings or interest on drawings. If so, you have to record in the debit side. The thing you have to remember is, in your debit side, you will record drawings and interest on drawings. In the credit side, you will record, first you will transfer the capital, next you will transfer the profit and loss appropriation account balance, next you will transfer the interest on capital. Then if any salary is given or if any commission is given to the partners, that will record in the credit side. Now, if you see the question, we have drawings also. In the debit side, drawings 12,000 and 10,000. So we have to take in the debit side. So 2 drawings. So there is no interest on drawings. So how much was drawings? 12,000 and 10,000. 12,000 and 10,000. Now you have to balance both the side. Balancing figure will be carried down, which means it has to be recorded in the balance sheet. Now we shall record the debit side. 60,000 plus 9,960 plus 3,600. So it will be 73,560 minus 12,000. So this is 61,560. So total 73,560. Now coming to your Girish total, so that is 40,000 plus 6,640 plus 7,200 plus 2,400. So it will be 56,240 minus 10,000. So your balancing figure will be 46,240. Total 56,240. Now, this balancing figure, what you have got, you have to carry it down. So, to balance, carried down, and this will be the balancing figure. Whatever the amount you have carried down here, bring down that balance, which means we have to record in the balance sheet. So, by balance brought down. So, how much we have carried down? 61,560 and 46,240. So, this is how we are going to prepare your partner's capital account. Now, coming to the last part, that is your balance sheet. So, when do we record balance sheet? Balance sheet as on 31st/3/2020. Now, we shall see your trial balance. Any of the capital items, what we are left out, we have to record in the balance sheet. So, let us see the trial balance once again. Yes, so we are done with the drawings. We have sundry debtors 45,000. Along with that, we have provision of 5% also. So, how do you record? 45,000 and the provision was 2,250. So, debtors 45,000 minus provision 2,250. Debtors 45,000 minus provision of 5%, that is 2,250. So, outer column 45,000 minus 2,250. So, this will be 42,750. After debtors, let's see the next one. Plant and machinery 50,000, but we have depreciation also. So, 50,000 minus 2,500 depreciation. So, plant and machinery is 50,000 minus 2,500. Plant and machinery that is 50,000 minus depreciation 2,500. So 50,000 minus 2,500. So this will be 47,500. Next one, after this we have furniture, 10,000. Again we have depreciation. So furniture minus depreciation 800. 10,000 minus 800. Furniture 10,000 minus depreciation, that is 800. So this will be 9,200. So this is how you will record. Coming to the next one. So after furniture, stock is done. Cash and bank balance, that is 10,350. Cash and bank balance 10,350. Next one. Next is under balance sheet we have bills receivable 10,000. Bills receivable. Bills receivable is 10,000. Let's see whether any other assets which are pending here. So we are done with the trial balance. Now let us see the adjustment. Any assets we have to record. Yes, we have closing stock 48,000. It is an asset. So where I have told you it has to be recorded in the balance sheet. So closing stock 48,000. Closing stock 48,000. After closing stock, interest on capital we have taken both the times. Girish, depreciation is done, bad debts is done, transfer to general reserve we shall take in the liability side. Now we shall go through the liabilities. So what you have to record? So let us see the items to be recorded in the liabilities. Sundry creditors 45,000, bills payable 10,000. Sundry creditors we have to record 45,000, bills payable 10,000. Sundry creditors 45,000, bills payable, that is 10,000. Bills payable 10,000. Next liability, purchase return, these are all done. Next let us see here. So stock is done twice. Interest on capital we have taken. Girish is allowed a salary, we are done. Depreciation is done. Provide for bad debts is done. Transfer to general reserve we have taken under P&L appropriation account, that is from the profit 5,000 has to be transferred to general reserve, which means that a new liability is there now. Okay, so you have to take in the balance sheet general reserve 5,000. General reserve, that is 5,000. So we are done with this. Now we have to record the capital. So which capital record? Whether the capital which is given in the trial balance? No, because already we have taken under partner's capital account. So the balancing figure what you have got here. So this will be taken as capital in the balance sheet. So that is Harish and Girish. Now what is the capital of Harish? 61,560 and 46,240. So when you total this, 61,560 plus 46,240. So this will be 1,07,800 is a capital. Now let us count all the liability. 1,07,800 plus 45,000 plus 10,000 plus 5,000. So overall it will be 1,67,800. Now let us see the assets now. So assets 42,750 plus 47,500 plus 9,200 plus 10,350 plus 10,000 plus 48,000. So this will be 1,67,800. 1,67,800. So both the sides of assets and liability is equal, where your balance sheet tally amount is 1,67,800. So this is how a easy 15 marks problem you can combine and solve, because trading P&L account you have learnt in your first PUC. P&L appropriation account, partners capital account and balance sheet you have learnt in your second PUC. You have to combine it, you have to recall it once again, where you have to combine it and solve for 15 marks. So my dear students, hope you have understood today's session. See you all in my next session with a new concept. Till then, take care. Thank you.